YouTube's education channels have seen a surge in activity, as have other YouTube channels, I am sure. But tell us about some of the educational efforts that YouTube is making.
Yeah, sure. This is maybe like the third wave of a big push that YouTube has made over the years. So recently they put together these playlists where they have curated channels you can go through, and as Ashley's segment showed, like a lot of schools are dropping STEM. So they have science YouTubers, they have mathematics, and there's a list. And Khan Academy is one of the most prominent ones. I talked to these two sisters called the Amoeba Sisters that put together these animated biology lessons based on science curriculum. And you can kind of sift through that, and they built this hub as well for parents. YouTube wouldn't share any numbers on overall views, nor really how many creators they're working with, but they kind of assured that there is a white list of channels they put together.
That said, as we all know, when a child goes on YouTube, unless it's YouTube Kids, there is the risk that they are looking at everything else that is on there. How is YouTube handling that in terms of potentially getting this into more classrooms and making it a trusted educational resource?
Yeah, so right now, it's not part of the Google Classroom is the company's software they provide to schools. YouTube's not part of that for a variety of reasons. I think school districts have been concerned about your point about content, have been concerns about privacy, and just their bandwidth restrictions, right? A lot of these, what's also happening as the economy is contracting is a lot of school districts are going to have shrunken budgets, and it's really hard for them to kind of guarantee that there's a big digital divide, that all students can be watching YouTube clips. I think that YouTube is most likely using these playlists, and they're sort of learning their trusted education. They call them edutubers, and trying to either build partnerships with school districts in place through Google, or just have a place where they can direct parents and teachers online.
Is this something that they could really monetize? I mean, we know the entire ad industry is taking a hit with this, but I wonder, given the demand for the content, if that could be a promising, expanding revenue stream.
Yeah, I think they're going to balance that, right? The YouTube is certainly thinking about their creators, and these aren't the people, even the creators who spend a lot of time thinking about education, right? A lot of them, their income depends on YouTube advertising. At the same time, the company is very restricted when they get into certainly below 13, but even in the classroom about what sort of behavioral targeting and ads they can run. So I think they're going to have to if YouTube comes more in the classrooms, they're certainly going to have to jump deal with some regulatory issues.